Anyway, today on the channel, what we're talking about here is Apple co-founder Steve the Wozniak is promoting Hyperfund / Hyperverse. Has the co-founder of Apple actually endorsed the Hyperverse / Hyperfund? And also, I'm noticing a trend going here. Apparently, most passive investors of the Hyperfund / the Hyperverse are claiming they still can't get paid, but a few chosen lucky people, meaning the top MLM promoters of the scheme, are still getting selective treatment and are receiving 100% of their referral income. Anyways, all of this and more coming up in just a moment. Stay tuned. Hey, welcome to the channel. Today on the channel here, what we're talking about here is Steve Wozniak, co-founder of Apple, seems to be promoting the Hyperverse Ponzi scheme. Okay. 2 days ago, I did a story on Chuck Norris, right? For those of you who need more research and information, I'll include a link to this blog post, my new blog here, Rory Singh Reviews, underneath this video in the description box below. Now, 2 days ago, Chuck Norris, I did a story on Chuck Norris promoting the Hyperfund for like $200. When I looked into it, as well as with this story here, anyway, the reason I even looked into the Woz here promoting Hyperverse / Hyperfund, someone came to my channel and said, Steve Wozniak also said it's legit, laughing my ass off. And I said, who are they going to get next? Russell Peters or Bill Shatner from Star Trek Enterprise? Then I was like, Shatner would probably do it. Don't know about William Shatner. That's Star Trek Enterprise Captain, Hollywood actor, right, out of Montreal, Quebec, Canada. I could see Shatner riding up on a horse saying something like, yeah, join Hyperverse, it's awesome, or something. Russell Peters, most likely, he's a comedian. Peters is a comedian from Brampton, Ontario, Canada, out of suburbs of the Greater Toronto area. Awesome fellow. I love watching his material. Very funny guy. But I'm thinking Russell would probably turn him down. Shatner would probably do it. Anyways, that's a little joke here, guys. Anyways, so in my due diligence and research, right, with this article here, Steve, what I'm seeing here, I'm thinking a brain fart on behalf, not of Steve, and not even with Chuck Norris. The people who manage these guys are not getting paid to do they're not doing the jobs that they're getting paid for. It looks like they're supposed to screen, Steve Wozniak, as far as I understand, he gets like $5,000 to do any type of mention or promo on his Cameo channel. Chuck Norris, I think, did it for like $200. I'm not exactly sure on the amount. Both of them, I highly doubt, are hurting for money, right? And they're just unaware that what they are promoting is a Ponzi scheme. That means an MLM Ponzi scheme, no products or services. Just, share the plan, get two people. You get two people and go out and help them get two people, and they get two people, and they get two people, and so on and so forth, but no products. And it's geared around the idea of a 300% ROI, and it's unregistered, not registered anywhere in the world, right? The Hyperverse is not registered anywhere in the world legally to offer people a 300% ROI. So brain fart on behalf of Steve and Chuck's management staff. They did a shitty job of their job. Anyways, the second Steve that this Steve was talking about in his endorsement for the Hyperverse, he says, it's Steve Wozniak here. I'm here to support Steven and the Hyperverse. Two Steves again. He's actually referring to the late Steve Jobs And then second Steve that he's talking about that he's not even aware of is this paid actor who's pretending to be CEO for Ryan Zhu, along with Sam Lee, right? They paid this guy to pretend he's the CEO. They had a young fellow pretending he was CEO before. His name was Jaden Wee. And because he was featured so many times and he got a negative image, I'm thinking maybe his daddy or one of the higher ups in the Hyperverse / Hyperfund pulled him out. And they put this guy in as the scapegoat instead. Now, why is this all happening? Well, one of my viewers claimed that it's because of a recent failed withdrawal attempts. Of all the recent failed withdrawal attempts by the majority of passive investors. Well, here's some proof. This is as of January 2nd. Here is someone sharing their proof. It said failed withdrawal, January 2nd, 2022. Failed withdrawal, again, January 1st. Here's before they were trying back in December 20th. And then even back to the 19th of December 2021. Hyperfund / Hyperverse froze all withdrawals before Christmas shopping. Here's some more proof. Fellow network marketer, well, not a fellow of mine, I mean, a fellow on Facebook, one of the network marketers promoting the Hyperfund / Hyperverse Ponzi scheme. He posted saying, "Trust me, my whole team had issues in December and they all wanted Christmas dollars. Unfortunately, withdrawals were down. Everybody good now. Just be patient." Wendy says, has anyone withdrawn HDAO? Doug says, nope. Lost half of its value because of all the changes that's pretty well happening with the Hyperfund / Hyperfund Ponzi scheme. Doug is pissed off. Okay. Recap. Most passive investors still can't get paid, but a chosen few top MLM promoters are still getting selective treatment and are receiving 100% of the referral income. I'm guessing that some of the network marketers on this channel are going to come to my channel and say, "Hey, Rory, you're making stuff up." Watch the video, because I'm using a screen recorder and I'm taking stuff that's publicized on the internet from Facebook, from Hyper Tech Group of companies, from Telegram, and I'm sharing it here, and I'm not making it up. Okay, so here is so Hyperfund / Hyperverse is not paying out most of the people, but they are paying out a chosen few, and the chosen few are the top MLM promoters. Why is that happening? Stay tuned. I'm going to explain exactly why this is happening. Now, this is a image here, screenshot taken January 5th, just today, and it says, for person Karen says, "I am still battling to withdraw since December 5th. That's for a month. She's not able to get her ka-ching out. It is impossible to get help on the help desk. 90 people before you and after an hour. It simply times out. Who can assist with this?" Another member reported that he got banned for asking questions. Seems like they're just trying to weed people out, so maybe close enough accounts down and they don't have to pay out these people. Doug says, well, it's been 1 month since they started the new website. You would think that with 1,000 techs working on the glitches, as the compliance head Faith Hill said, she's actually not Faith Hill. Isn't Faith Hill a country singer, guys? I'm not even part of the Hyperfund. Okay, maybe that person made a mistake. She's calling herself Hope Hill. That's the chief compliance lady, who's actually fake herself. And her name is Ronnie J. Joel, right? That's who he's referring to, not Faith Hill. Faith Hill, I believe, is a singer. Let me just Google that. Faith Hill. Yeah, Faith, guys, is not your compliance officer, right? Hope Hill Hyper no, that's not right. I actually have this on my blog. That's the lady right here. That's your hero, right? Oh man. Okay, that's who they're referring to. She claimed that they had 1,000 techs fixing glitches. This is network marketing, guys. This is network marketing, and this is the shit that happens. Also, if you ask customer service about rejected withdrawals, they just disconnect you, and when you reach 2 or 3 in the query, and you have to reconnect just to be put on the back of the query, or is it just happening to me, or they just don't answer if you do get connected. So they're not answering questions. I'm not making this up. This is what I'm reading here from what real investors have publicized about the Hyperverse / Hyperfund Ponzi scheme. Another person saying, I was banned by the moderator. My thoughts exactly. As I said, there's a link to this article where you guys can go and see what other people are saying about your very platform right now. And even more people can't withdraw. Lali says, you copy. So it seems like they are making their members jumping through hoops to try and get their promised ROI out. This person says, I'm so confused. I have been trying to withdraw 11 hours ago. Okay. For many Hyperverse members, they're just losing. They're not, feeling the vibe anymore. This is basically what a lot of them are thinking. Michael says, this man has taken our money and is now hiding out in Dubai. He's referring to the main guy behind this investment scam, Ryan Zhu, a.k.a. the Martian. Now, on the flip side of things, most of the desperate network marketers are overrunning Trustpilot in positive fake reviews in hopes of keeping the platform going. Now, what did I just say? Desperate network marketers. Some of you are going to say, oh, that's an awful thing to say. But sometimes, what people need is the truth. There are people who've been trying to succeed for years and who aren't willing to pay the price for success. What is the price of success, guys? Now, at the beginning of this video, I said I would expand more because it sounds like a bad thing I'm saying, but it's not. A lot of you guys, when you don't hear what you want to hear, right, outside of your job, at your job, you guys get paid. Some of you guys are promoting Hyperfund / Hyperverse, and are not going to like this video. Why is that? Because maybe it's a last attempt for you to find success if you've been struggling for years. If it seems to have been eluding you. And I said at the beginning of the video, okay, it sounds horrible. Now I'm going to explain why I'm saying this. Why am I saying desperate network marketers are promoting these MLM crypto passive investment scams like the Hyperfund / Hyperverse? Isn't it true? How long have you been at it? Only you know, right? So you don't have to tell anyone. Some of you have been at this for years. Some of you have been at this for decades, still not seeing the type of results. Have you done everything that you were supposed to do, presuming that you joined something legitimate before? A lot of people are sponsor shopping with anything, even with Hyperfund / Hyperverse. I'm seeing a lot of hyper sponsor shopping happening. Okay, a lot of desperate bullshit still going on. Now, I don't recommend trying to promote Ponzi's to try to find success, especially if you've been struggling with it for a long time, because with Hyperfund or Hyperverse, it's going to exit scam. When it does, the majority of victims, the investors, are going to lose the lion's share of their invested funds just so a few people at the top can gain, right? And you who have brought your friends and family or anyone are bringing the lambs to the slaughter. They're going to hate you, right? No one's going to want to join you if you're using your real name. And the only way to get credibility is to use your real name. So to me, it's not the best $1 million game plan to be trying to promote a crypto platform, MLM platform. I'm saying desperate people desperate network marketers promote these type of scams. One guy came to me, a guy by the name of Brandon so-and-so on Facebook, and he's like, Rory, the only platforms that I ever have luck with, he said luck, are crypto systems. And he's talking about these passive systems built, their foundation's not built on the rock, meaning they're real. Foundation is built on the sand, like Jesus was talking about, right? If you want to get success, you want to find success, you got to be willing to pay your dues. You've got to promote stuff that's set up for the long term. And you've got to be willing to take the hits. That means you find something set up for the long term. You see leaders on the leaderboard, and you start promoting. And here is a big nugget right now I'm going to share with you. Most people will join stuff. They don't even last 3 months. And it takes 3 months to lay your seeds, right? Plant your seeds in the ground before they even start growing. And most people, they don't last 3 months in anything. Maybe with Hyperfund and what's the other one? Cash FX, right? People stick around a little longer because they don't have to do too much. They're putting money in and they've got an app on their phone and it's getting them giddy, right? But how much have you actually withdrew into your bank account? So some of you are going to get angry with what I'm saying here. But yes, desperate people promote these type of systems. It's people who can't market and promote, who are promoting MLM crypto and MLM passive forex. People who can't market and promote are promoting these type of schemes, right? Isn't that it? Okay. So we're going to close off with this idea. If you go to Trustpilot now, it looks like everyone's making money. But as in the content that I just shared with you, it shows that most people aren't. These are all bullshit reviews. And they're trying to keep out the real ones, the negative ones. So all the desperate network marketers that haven't found success, they know that in order to keep the Hyperfund, Hyperverse Ponzi scheme going, they need more gullible people to invest. But there's just not enough gullible people in the world, guys. You've got to go out and get a whole bunch of no's, like maybe 20 no's, before you get one yes, or maybe 1 out of 10 instead of 1 out of 20. Okay, we'll go down. We'll give you the benefit of the doubt there. 1 no out of 10 yeses, right, from strangers or family and friends before you get one per person. There's not enough gullible people. There's only like 6 or 7 billion people on the planet, and majority of them are not going to invest in the Hyperfund or the Hyperverse, right? So you have a limited amount of gullible victims, and the network marketers, they know this, but still, no matter if you keep flanking Trustpilot with your bullshit, people are going to pay attention to these negative ones, the negative reviews about the Hyperverse, like this one here. This is so obviously an illegal Ponzi. This is obviously an illegal Ponzi scam. All or most of the positive reviews have been left by the pimps promoting the scams. See, I don't own Trustpilot. My name's not Tony. I'm not from Great Britain. I'm just reading the news. I'm not making up stuff. But you angry, desperate, some of you angry, desperate network marketers are going to get angry. Get angry. Get angry. I don't know if it's going to help you. Please just do some research, and if you are still unsure about what I'm saying, trusting anything a serial con man like Kalpesh Kalpesh Patel says is just ridiculous. His record speaks for itself. There is another great 1-star review written about him on here. Check the facts for yourself and ask yourself, how can I trust someone who is low enough to defraud the NHS out of millions? This person is talking about one of the, I believe he is the number one affiliate of the Hyperverse Hyperfund opportunity. He's like right below the company owners, Ryan Zhu and Sam Lee. Kalpesh Patel, that's who he's referring to. Apparently there's an article. I didn't really do any content on Kalpesh Patel. I seen an article based out of one of the reviews, the 1-star review that this gentleman here, Tony, is referring to on Trustpilot, that all of the network marketers are trying to hide. The Hyperfund network marketers are all trying to hide that because they don't want people to get into it. But it's basically, I found other information, and I'm uncertain which Kalpesh Patel they're actually referring to. Okay. But the information that I read, let me just type that in there. Kalpesh Patel scam. They said if you go here, you go to Google, it'll bring you here. Now this is not my website. This is businessforhome.org. I never did any information, any content on this because I'm uncertain if it's the actual Kalpesh Patel, but this is the number one recruiter for Hyperfund, Hyperverse, and based on, and I even looked around myself for information on this fellow, and there is a Kalpesh Patel out of London, UK, who now they're claiming resides or hiding out in Dubai, who was convicted and spent 12 months in prison in the UK, right, before he fled to the UK, before he fled to Dubai. Now, you guys can go check that out for yourself. I'm uncertain, but it could be true. There is a Kalpesh Patel from London who ended up in jail, 12 months in prison for fraud, right, and court issues, basically, in a nutshell. You guys can go and check it out. I'm just uncertain if it's actually this guy, right? That's why I never created any content around this information. Okay. Let's get back to my blog. So, here's another one here, Hyper Scam. This is a Ponzi scheme where the only people earning money are the criminals, phishing stupid people. Let me see if I can go find that one. Here we are. Hyper Scam. This is a proper Ponzi scheme. This is Alex from, is that Italy? Where the only people earning some money are the criminals, phishing stupid people to bring them into the scam. It's like the third or fourth time they change coin and marketing. The last shit coin, MOF, just collapsed in December, and now they are moving to a new coin scam. If you never speak with an idiot that is advertising this scam, just remember to him that is illegal, represent Ponzi scheme, and just report these criminals to the authority. So there you have it. I'm going to close off with this idea. So Hyperverse, Hyperfund, Ponzi scheme still going. Now so far they've got Apple co-founder and Chuck Norris ignorantly endorsing the programs. But still it's going to go for a little time. Here, we'll close off on this idea. All of you characters that are, overrunning Trustpilot with your positive bullshit, right? This is going to piss some of you guys off, get under your skin. I'm not trying to. Sometimes you got to take constructive criticism. I've taken it from haters on YouTube, and I've changed things, and it helps me make even more money up to now, get even better results. Things that I didn't like to hear, but I really looked at myself and looked at some of what, not most of the haters, but some of the haters were saying on my channel, people who didn't like my channel because, it's pretty raw and I'm pretty truthful. I don't sugarcoat stuff like a lot of network marketers like to hear. And I get a lot of haters. Now, you guys, I'm telling you stuff right now, and you guys are going to get, I'm getting mad about this. You can't get mad about this. So you guys are, overrunning. And most of the people, you guys that are trying to hide these negative, truthful reviews with your bullshit, right? Most of you guys are not going to even benefit from the work you're trying to do here, right? Some of you guys have been trying to stay away from the work of promotion and marketing of yourself for years, but it's not hard to go on Trustpilot and give a cock and bull story, right? But the people that are going to benefit are most likely not you guys who's doing this work here of leaving the cock and bull stories on Trustpilot in regards to Hyperverse. Who's it going to pay out? Of course, it's going to pay out Ryan Zhu, Sam Lee, and Kalpesh Patel, and the top MLM promoters, not you guys. But there's still, look at this here, post I found on Telegram just this morning. There's still some gullible people out there left to scam. Pradman Singh says, I'm new. Can anyone guide me? I want to invest in Hyperfund. So there you have it. There's still some gullible people, even though half of them can't speak English, right? They don't even know what they don't know. And then worse than that, they don't even understand what the hell they're investing in. And if they can speak English and understand English, right? If they have common sense, they could see that most people are still, what guys? Still not getting paid with the Hyperverse guys. Still not getting paid with the Hyperverse